everybody, it's Liz Cross from psychiclizcross.com. You can support the YouTube channel by joining the Patreon, which is patreon.com/remote viewing and beyond. I just wanted to share some information from our reading today. They were happy for me to share. So the information goes like this. Around the full moon time, which is going to be around the 11th and 12th of this month, so it's coming up right around the corner, there will be a drop around that full moon, but it will not go, Bitcoin will not go below 22K. Now, they wanted to know whether Luna Classic would activate a buy order around that drop of 0.000069. And I got that it was very possible. And they also wanted to know if that buy order would be activated between now, which is August 9th, 2022, and August 15th. And I got, yes, it may come close to that. So it does feel like Luna Classic will drop harder than Bitcoin. And apparently during the reading, she told me that it always does. There's a lot of talk about Doge. Apparently somebody's put something out on Twitter saying that Elon's going to promote Doge soon. Doesn't surprise me, but Doge over the next 2 weeks, at the very maximum, it may reach like 8 cents, okay? And the question was, is there going to be a massive pumping of Doge or a significant pumping of Doge over the next 2 weeks? And I got no, it wasn't going to be very significant. Again, just that maximum of 8 cents. The next question was, will Doge pump significantly before September 1st? And I got a no for that one. If it does pump, it will get the very, very, very max, 9 to 10 cents. Okay. And then the last question that I thought would be important to all of you, which is, will there be a major pump before the next major drop in 22? And I actually got a no on that because apparently, according to the technical analysis, a lot of times the Bitcoin and the altcoins that follow will have this massive pump, and then there'll be a massive drop off. Okay. And when I say a massive drop off, we're looking at more than 20% decline. And I actually got to know that there would not be a massive pump. And then, very shortly after, at least a 20% decline. I feel like it's going to be flat and then it's going to drop. Mr. Robot is here with me this evening. Mm-hmm. Mr. Robot, do you have anything to add to any of those questions that I was asked?
Yeah, let's do just a couple more crypto related questions for this video. So in doing a lot of these sessions with you, I'm thinking that something that comes through sometimes more than the numbers is the emotions.
That's true.
And I think a really good way to pinpoint this would be, can you move Binance traders as an entity to the end of August?
Yes. Okay. Would that be Binance US or Binance International?
International, please.
Okay. So we're going to group the Binance International as an entity. Okay. And we're going to say we want the traders, Binance International traders. Okay. God, there's so many. They're all over the world and there's so many personalities here. Okay. And we're going to move them out to the end of August 31st, 2022. 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. What would you like to know?
Actually, first of all, can you drop all the bearish traders and only keep the bullish traders?
Yeah. So let me weed them out. So I'm going to take the bearish traders out. That's a good idea as well, because of course the bearish traders are going to say, yes, it's a fabulous market. It's
Right.
down. I shorted the market. Very, very good move there. So all the bearish traders are out and we've only got the bullish traders in there.
So between August 9th and the end of August, did the bullish traders on any particular day have a sense of FOMO, which is like a sense of euphoria, or the intense urge to buy, the intense urge of missing out?
To buy, the intense urge of missing out. Yes. Now I'm getting that's going to be around the last week of August.
Perfect.
Okay. Now, what I am getting for that though is the fact that they're wanting to buy at the dip. So it's not so much of a fear of missing out. It's a fear of missing out if they didn't buy on the dip, for those that missed that, because the ones that did buy on the dip are very happy.
Can you ask the entity if within the last 10 days of August, if there was a massive dip?
The last 10 days of August was your massive dip in crypto. Yes, but they're defining a massive dip as like 7 to 8%.
So
and they're using that to buy in.
And would from the perspective of the end of the month, is August 9th a good time to buy, or do they recommend waiting for the end of August for the best buy-in?
Was the best buy-in on August 9th? No, it wasn't the best buy-in on August 9th. Was the best buy-in on around the 15th of August. Oh, okay, hold on. So was the best buy-in around the full moon, which is the 11th or 12th of August. So the full moon may be a better buy-in than right now. What is the percentage at the moment? I know it's probably down at the moment.
Let's see here. Last time I checked everything, yeah, so the whole market cap is down roughly 4%.
Okay. Is it down more than 4% on the full moon? Yeah, it may go down to 6% on the full moon. Not a significant, percentage, but these guys are all about making money.
Yeah, so I'm trying to find just a trajectory, a general trajectory, from let's just say the middle of August to the end of August. Is it in general the price of Bitcoin going up, or in general going down?
The price of Bitcoin from the 15th of August to the end of August, is it going up or down? It's both. So it's going up. Is it going up to start? It's going up to start with, and then it starts going down around the last week.
And so between now, the 9th, and the end of the month, do the bullish traders feel on any day, do they feel any sense of immense fear?
Yes.
Is that closer to the 9th or closer to the last day of the month?
Is that closer to the 9th? It's closer to the last day.
Okay.
Maybe around like the 27th, 28th. Why is there fear? Because, well, a lot of them held on to their cryptos too long.
Mm-hmm.
And the market's going down.
And the entity that's moved to the end of the month, in general, do they wish they sold most of their crypto around the 9th and waited for the last day of the month to buy back?
Most of your crypto around the 9th and waited till the last day of the month to buy back. No. Look for that full moon drop.
Yeah. So it sounds like it might dip and then kind of flatten out and then dip again towards the end of the month. It's kind of what I'm picking up.
Were there any significant increases from the 9th of August, 2022 going into the last? I'm getting maybe like 5% increase.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular. So that would say to me, and you know, I'm not into cryptos, but that would say to me that buying on that full moon dip would be much better because it just gives you that extra edge.
And let's drop that entity. And can you move Blackbird to the end of August?
Oh, yeah. I haven't talked to Blackbird in a while. Oh, yeah. Okay. What would you like to know from Blackbird?
Did Blackbird wish that they bought more crypto in the middle of August compared to the end of August?
Yes.
And was crypto lower towards the end of August than around August 9th?
Instead of August 9th. Yes.
Cool. And from the perspective of the last day of the month, does crypto seem bullish or bearish?
Bearish.
And has there been any regulations that have rolled out or talk of regulations from the government?
No.
And is Tether and USDC still okay?
Yes.
And has there been any exchange hacks for USA residents?
Not that she's aware of.
Okay. Can you ask her if she's still following crypto closely?
Are you still following crypto closely? Yes.
Okay.
Let's ask her how's Theta doing? Bad. Thumbs down. For those of you that have followed me for a long time, you know who Blackbird is. For those of you new people, you'll just have to join the Patreon to find out. Sorry about that.
And which one has done better from the 10th of August to the last day? Luna Classic or the new Luna token?
Ooh, which one has done better from August 9th to the end of August? Luna Classic or the new Luna? Classic.
And is Luna Classic go down the most towards the end of the month?
Out of which? Out of over
between Luna Classic and Bitcoin?
Okay. Between which one goes down overall next year? Classic, yeah. Classic. Classic apparently seems to have, and just certainly from my reading earlier today, larger swings, right? Yeah. So is that true? I mean, I don't know.
So yeah, people are typically assuming that the meme coins and S coins are going to move more. So people are usually either liquidating them so they could buy more Bitcoin or, vice versa. So they do move a little bit more than like Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a really high market cap, so it's pretty hard to move the needle on it. But big events can move the needle on Bitcoin, of course. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Can you ask Blackbird if by the end of August, if XRP has gone up over, let's just say, 75 cents? Is XRP gone up
from over what was the price?
I'm just putting a high price. Has XRP doubled by the end of August?
No.
Is there any positive news for XRP by the end of August?
No.
Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, one more crypto question that they might know. Has the metaverse tokens taken off and started going up?
Oh, that's a good question. Only slightly.
Are metaverse tokens starting to look bullish?
Only a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so I always wonder if that timeline is just delayed because for so long we got that the metaverse just kind of comes out of nowhere and just people get really psyched about it towards the end of the year. But hopefully before that crash that you feel is happening towards the end of the year. But
and I looked into that this morning. I made a video with Max, and that was kind of what we were looking into, what sort of things were going on. It's not just me that's putting that out, apparently. And Max follows a few different people. Well, everybody follows a few different people, right? So a lot of people are putting out stuff that's going to happen this fall that's going to be kind of grim. And economically, there's supposed to be some sort of event that takes place that affects the stock markets and the crypto markets. So we looked at that today, and it was just we start getting into this threatening situation, it seems. So we'll have to watch that closely. I know now from the future self stuff, it was a learning curve. I know now from the future self stuff, it's not good to go too far out unless you just want a broad overview from where you are right now as to where you're probably heading based upon the probabilities.
Right.
But that information can change, and it did change. So with the Putin declaring war on Ukraine, that totally just ruined the timeline, or it certainly altered the timeline. So again, we're watching the events quite closely. I don't want to go out too far.
Yeah, with working with the future, I've noticed, I think about a week out is basically the most accurate,
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, there are a lot of things that are accurate from those future self readings, but I think when you're dealing with investments and trading, you need more pinpointed information, and you're just not going to get that really with the future self. Because those things can change. I mean, I had a reading once where somebody's like, okay, January 1st, is it up or down? January 2nd, is it up or down? January 3rd. I mean, that was the whole reading. And I'm sure because that was probably 3, 4, 5 months in advance, that all of that was probably wrong. That it, up, down, up, down, up, down. Right. It's better to just do with the future self stuff, do an overview. So like the whole thing with XRP, did it double? That's a good overview. But of course, we do future self stuff when I do the readings, and it's a whole mixed bag. It's whatever the person wants when they have a reading. But I know certainly when you're trying to do investing, the closer you are to the energy, the more accurate it's going to be.
Exactly. One more crypto question for Blackbird.
I love that.
By between the 10th and the 30th, has Solana gone up over 10%?
Between the 10th and the 30th?
Yeah.
Has Solana gone up over 10%? No.
Has it gone down over 10% between the 10th and the 30th?
No.
Was there any more bad news about Solana?
About Solana. She doesn't like Solana.
Okay. Yeah, so lately there was like a lot of hacks on some type of Solana wallet, and people were draining. A lot of Solana money has been drained recently.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. So,
How did they get into the wallet?
well, they found out that whatever this thing was, I don't know if it was an app or just a phone wallet or a computer wallet, but they found out that it was pinging private keys. So I guess it was, the private keys are usually encrypted and just kept within the app or something, and they don't usually move around, but somehow it was basically embedding your password in these messages. I don't know how people work with Solana, but people's passwords were in it, and people were getting exploited.
Oh my gosh. Who's the CEO of Solana?
Let's find out.
Yeah, let's have a look. Do you want to throw him on the screen?
Yes, I sure will. Okay. Okay, let me find let me share my screen. Great. So this is Anatoly Yakovenko.
Oh, I don't think I've ever probed him before.
Yeah, let's see if we get a quick connection with him.
Okay, I've got him. He's asleep right now.
Ask him how he feels about the hacked Solana tokens.
How do you feel about the hack Solana tokens? He's like throwing his hands up in the air and like, that's the signal he's giving me.
Does he feel responsible for it at all?
Do you feel responsible for it all? Very responsible.
Was it his app?
Was it your app? Partially.
Okay. Um, I don't know. I'm wondering, it's obviously some developer issues. Can you just ask him if they maybe didn't have the right budget, or maybe were lazy with making this app?
Didn't have the right budget? No. Was it because you were lazy making it? Yes. I mean, it's a work in progress. So, as things arise, you try to correct it immediately. But he is upset with his developers.
And did he have any close friends that lost money because of this?
Yes.
Did he lose money? Did he lose Solana tokens because of this?
Yes.
Over $1 million?
No, just under. He keeps things in multiple wallets.
Yeah. Well, you would think he'd be at least smart enough to do that, so that's nice. That's all I got for Solana. I don't enjoy Solana much. I know there's a lot of NFT art stuff on Solana, and that's pretty much all I know about it. So, hopefully no one was compromised that are your followers. Just be wary using Solana wallets, I guess.
Yeah. So the Solana wallets, are they like their own wallets, or do you keep them on the exchange? Or
yeah, so if it was on your own cold wallet, I'm sure you'd be fine. I have to just assume that this hack was within some type of a mobile app. It was something that was, downloaded, and basically a hot wallet, and hot wallets are not as secure as people think they are. The information is stored online. Can you ask him if people's uh mnemonics were stored online in this hack?
yes.
Yeah, so I mean, basically somewhat the definition of a hot wallet. So hot wallets are not good. People fall for what's called social engineering, and you think you're clicking something that looks like it's made by the right people, and you either fall into a socially engineered link where you might open an email and let's just say it's MetaMask, and you think it's MetaMask, and it says, "Oh, your wallet is compromised. You need to enter in your password."
Oh,
And they think it's really MetaMask, but MetaMask would never. All these companies would never email you and ask you to reset your password. That defeats the purpose of the whole concept. So if anyone gets emails from like basically even Coinbase, I would always just log into your actual account to double check before you click any links within your own email.
yeah. Well, that's great advice. I mean, I don't know about this stuff. You know what I mean? I have like, I think $200 worth of crypto, and it is on an exchange, even though I tell people don't put your stuff on but $200, I'm like, $200 is a lot of money to me. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to lose it. And I certainly don't want to give it away to an exchange that goes bankrupt. But,
Right.
I don't have thousands and thousands of dollars. I have had horror stories where people have come through for a reading. They've had hundreds of thousands of dollars stolen, hundreds of, more than $100,000 sitting on an exchange has gone bankrupt. Somebody did the leverage trading and lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in 3 days.
Wow.
I'm like, I can't even imagine. And I'm not insulting these people at all because, I was very upset for them. It's just shocking to me how that kind of money can just vanish up in smoke like that, right? It's frightening how this can happen in the crypto world. So, I'm glad that you gave those explanations. So thank you.
My pleasure.
What are we doing with Blackbird? She's still up in the future.
Let's drop her and let's go to the next video.
Let's drop her gently. I'll put her down gently. Okay. There you go. And again, if you want to find me, psychiclizcross.com. If you want to interact with Mr. Robot, where do they find you, Mr. Robot?
Yeah, they can find me in your Discord on the Mr. Robot channel, or you can email me about energy stuff. My email is moongrass777@gmail.com.
Moongrass777@gmail.com. Thank you, Mr. Robot.
My pleasure.